What's up, guys? In today's video, I'm going to give my post-fight reaction and thoughts to Lomachenko's, close unanimous decision victory over Jamaine Ortiz. The scorecards may not have, reflected how much of a competitive fight it was, but this was a very, close and competitive fight. It was a pretty similar fight to Lomachenko's fight against Teofimo Lopez. However, I think Lomachenko was able to step on the gas a little bit more, take a little bit more risks, and be a little bit more active. Maybe that was due to, him not being as cautious or nervous about what was coming back from Ortiz, as Ortiz doesn't hit as hard as Teofimo Lopez does, or it could also been because Lomachenko had a shoulder injury in the Lopez fight. However, it was still a very difficult fight for Lomachenko, and, up until the eighth round, I had an even fight. The last four rounds, obviously, Lomachenko took over. Ortiz started slowing down, and Lomachenko started slowing Ortiz down, should I rather say, because it was Lomachenko, early, earlier work that kind of forced Ortiz to kind of break down, in my opinion. But Lomachenko, usually a slow starter, got off to another slow start in this fight where he gave Ortiz like a 3-1 lead after the first four or something like that. So, it wasn't definitely not an easy fight. And Ortiz, in my opinion, showed that, he's a pretty good lightweight contender. And I think, in my opinion, it's going to be interesting to see his future in this division and when he gets to fight some of the other top contenders, because I won't be shocked if he causes a few upsets, against some of the other big names like, as I say, the four kings or whatever, the lightweight division. I'd like to see Ortiz get a chance at, some of those guys as well. But, some of the issues that Ortiz posed in this fight was that, he's a lot bigger than Lomachenko. Watching the fight, it was evident that there's a big size disadvantage Lomachenko was up against, and he's been up against a big size advantage in almost every fight he's had at 135 pounds. Lomachenko, really a 126 or 130 pounder, but, has the skills and the ability to kind of get away with giving up that size advantage to everybody else. And you saw the size advantage when Devin got in the ring after the fight with Lomachenko, so that's going to be interesting to see if they make that fight, how much that size advantage is going to have an effect, because Devin's not really a physical type of fighter, but, he's a very athletic and a very skilled high-level boxer. And we've seen guys with, height and reach advantage now starting to give Loma a bit of problems if they've got that, boxing ability as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing this fight get made. Obviously, Loma and Dev, I'm not sure if it is going to happen, with Devin maybe going up to 140. But it looks like they are going to do everything they can to make this fight happen, and I think that's going to be a hell of a fight. But like I say, this was a very good fight. I think Ortiz posed Lomachenko a good test to get Loma ready for the Devin fight. He's a big, long lightweight, similar to Devin Haney. He can box while he moves very well, kind of light on his feet. Got very fast hands, pretty decent jab. Also, his switch hitting ability, in my opinion, was kind of also not giving Loma problems, but it was giving Loma more to deal with and then more to think about, because when he turns southpaw, obviously that takes away Loma's ability to really attack off the outside angle and use that triangle theory that he likes to use against guys that are on opposite stances, spinning off outside their jab and then counter-attacking off that outside angle. We didn't see much of that in this fight, so Ortiz had obviously worked on that a lot in camp and was able to kind of take away Loma's ability to attack off the outside angle. I think we saw Loma maybe once or twice was able to kind of spin off of Ortiz's jab. Other than that, Ortiz was kind of throwing combinations and, overall just kind of able to, like I say, negate Loma's ability. I'm not sure if that's because Loma's, kind of slowing down at 35 years old. Maybe not. I would say probably not, because I think he probably studied a lot of the tape from the Teofimo Lopez fight and was able to, use some of the tactics Lopez was able to use to prevent that, such as, maybe jabbing, at the lead hand of Lomachenko, or jabbing at the chest, also moving to your left a lot to try and cut off that angle that Loma's trying to take. So there was a number of things that he could have been doing in there to combat what Lomachenko was trying to do. And, but Loma was able to still pull out the victory, in a very tough competitive fight. Loma went to the body while I thought he hurt Ortiz with a couple of good body shots. It was just a very high-level fight. I don't think Lomachenko looked bad. I think Ortiz looked pretty good. And I think that's what it was. It was just a high-level boxing match where a lot of people, didn't expect Ortiz to do that well, probably myself included. But I think Ortiz is just better than, what a lot of us thought. So I don't think Loma really looked bad. I think Ortiz just was better than everybody thought. And, it was overall a good fight to watch. Let me know what your guys' thoughts and opinions were on this fight in the comment section below. Did you think it was a robbery? I didn't. I thought Lomachenko probably won 7-5 or 8-4. But I thought it was a clear victory. Like I said, I had it even going maybe after 8 rounds. And then I thought Lomachenko took over in, the last 4, winning at least 3 of the last 4, maybe all 4. So I definitely had Lomachenko winning. It was a good fight. Let me know what your guys' thoughts were in the comment section below. And also, let me know, do you guys think they are going to make the Lomachenko vs. Devin Haney fight? And if they do, are you kind of writing Lomachenko off, as well, as I'm seeing a lot of boxing fans doing, saying, Lomachenko can't beat Devin Haney. Loma's time is done. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on that fight in the comment section below as well. Thanks for listening. Talk to you guys again soon. Cheers.